Cowboys Nation and YouTubers? It's that VA Dallas Cowboy fan coming back after you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting down below. I make these videos for me and you, and they're a little therapeutic. Welcome to Hump Day Wednesday. Unfortunately, it's after a loss, but is it really a loss? It doesn't feel like it, and I'll tell you why. Because even though we may have lost, 28-17, it's not like we were blown out. It's not like the Eagles were some juggernaut in the second half that just kept piling on points. No. They did all their scoring in the first half, really, and barely came away with that touchdown in the second half to keep us away from winning. Now, congratulations to the Eagles. They did what they had to do. And of course, we'll tell you, okay, now it's against Cooper Rush. Because if you look at it statistically, the only quarterbacks of Dallas you have beaten since Dak has been here recently has been Ben DiNucci and Cooper Rush. You have not beaten Dak straight up. So, we'll see what happens come December. But for now, congratulations, you beat us. But we can always look at this as good news, because I saw that this team has been playing well with Rush at quarterback. The playbook has been kind of simplified for them, but imagine what they can do if they opened it up more when Dak gets back. Those bootlegs, those handoffs, those throws and everything, they're going to be different with Dak at the wheel. So I'm not too mad at what we have accomplished and what we have been doing. Sure, the play calling has been ass sometimes. I mean, you don't run it on a 4th and a foot or quarterback sneak it or anything like that. You bootleg it with a non-mobile quarterback and then throw it to a covered tight end. That just wasn't a good game plan right there, but that's neither here nor there. Saw some good things from Zeke and Pollard, even though they kind of abandoned it in the second half. The offensive line did what they could to try to keep Cooper Rush upright. There were some times when, yes, they got pushed back into his lap, and that happens. The wide receivers, unfortunately, were blanketed, so they turned more into the tight ends, Ferguson, McEwen, and Hendershot, than in the first half, and you saw success. Frankly, I don't know what's going on with their scheming, what concepts they're doing, because the middle of the field be wide open and nobody was there. And the wide receivers were always blanketed, and it just goes back to when Amari Cooper years ago said the same thing in a game against Philly, that they're all on top of their routes. And as usual, just like Scott Linehan, they never change it. They don't do anything different, and you end up losing or having to change something. But obviously, since Kellen has been here, he's using the same concepts as Scott Linehan, so nothing's changed. So obviously, they know what we're doing. And you had to turn to the tight ends just because your wide receivers couldn't get open anymore. But that's a story for another day. Defense did the best they could. That Devontae Smith wide open touchdown, was a miscommunication to be left wide open, and you saw the anger in Trayvon Diggs. That the defense is pissed. They should not have lost that game, but you see in the middle of our freaking defense, our run defense is still bad. I mean, it looked good at times, but other times they just getting gashed. And it's not even all the time. It's those times they do get gashed that hurts you. Van Der Esch, he just ain't it no more. You hope somebody like Damone Clark or Jabril Cox can come in and take over his position, because that linebacker, he has nothing, or he's shown absolutely nothing that tells me he can keep up with these speedier backs of anybody. Let's see. Special teams, Turpin, he can flip a field on a dime if he gets the chance. I like what they're giving him chances, and sooner or later, I still say he's going to break one. I mean, it was a good retrospective game to see as a loss. That's why I'm not taking it hard. No Cowboy fans should. It's a game that, you know, if Dak was there, we probably would have won. But it is what it is. Next up, I want to talk about these referees. I'm not going to spend much time on them because, God damn it, I'm tired of blaming them. But they are blind. There is something going on with these refs that I don't know. They need glasses or what? Because they're getting away with murder out here. The bad spot for CeeDee Lamb, who clearly got the line to gain for a first down. Bad spot. Not only bad call to say he didn't get it, then they spotted it badly and took it back farther than where it was. I mean, it was bad all around. And the line judge, she literally said it was a first down and would have gave it to him, but then she changed her mind when somebody else said, nah, they ain't get it. Like, no discussion, nothing. That's piss poor on the ref's part. Even worse on Mike McCarthy for not challenging it. And then the unnecessary roughness on hitting our quarterback in the head with a helmet, but no call. And I'm sick and tired of these no calls going towards our guy, but y'all calling some bullshit against us sometimes. So I'm like, I don't know anymore, man. Like I said, I don't want to talk about it no more because it's useless. Jerry Jones telling Robert Kraft and the NFL owners don't fuck with him. That's headlines now, because apparently, yet again, he's taking issue with giving Roger Goodell incentives and compensation for his job that Jerry feels he doesn't deserve. I mean, we've gone through this before with the after the Zeke stuff, and he voted against keeping Goodell, and everybody went against him. Obviously, Jerry's losing power at these ownership meetings because everybody's going against him now. Robert Kraft and everybody's like, nah, Goodell takes the fall for us, so whatever we do, he needs to stick around. And, you know, Dan Snyder's come out and said it's like a mafia, and we're starting to see it more and more. And you just don't know who to believe, even though a wide margin of people believe the NFL is rigged. And it probably is. I'm not one to say, but it's just very suspicious. And some of these conspiracy theories, I mean, obviously you see there's some favoritism in these referees and how some of this stuff goes down. It's not always in the power of the players to win a game when something is secretly being moved against you. It's like Game of Thrones going on out here. It's weird. But, you know, that's my thoughts on it right now. Dak will be back this week on the practice field. They're going to go day to day, see how he's feeling, and try to ramp him up for the Detroit game. That's a good thing. You give him some reps in the Detroit game. If you get way up, you can take him out. You got Chicago after that and then a bye. So you should be having a good, hopefully back to a better rapport with your wide receivers or tight ends as you come up on a game in Green Bay. At least that's what I'm hoping, because he's going to be rusty as hell. He was rusty going into Tampa Bay, and now he's had 5 more weeks of not throwing. So that's going to hurt him in the long run. He's going to have to get back in here and get the play reps. So we'll see as the week continues what's going to happen. But that's all I wanted to talk about today. Wednesday hump day. We're a lot happier than we should be at 4-2. We'll take it with the possibility of going into the bye week, possibly 6-2. Who knows? But that's all I wanted to talk about. I hope you have a great hump day. Take care, stay safe. And this is VA Dallas Cowboy fan, out.